some soap. I've got some reclaim to get started. I'm going to be running a bisque fire, and also going to be throwing some pottery for a new update I'm going to be doing at the end of August. So that's what we got to get done today, and I'm going to bring you guys along. So I wanted to show you guys my reclaim buckets. As you can see, there is a lot. All these buckets are full of clay that needs to be reclaimed. And so what that means, for those of you guys who might not know, is that I take it, I rework it, we get it wet, let it dry out a little bit, re-wedge it, and then it can be used again. So when I first started doing this, I tried to reclaim like a whole entire bucket, but I just don't have the space or the ability to do that. So what I'm going to do is take some of this reclaim, put it in here, let it soak, sit, and then we'll mix it up and we'll lay it flat to dry for a couple of days. These are all pots that didn't quite make it. They ended up having the handles crack or had things that just weren't going to survive the whole process. So we're just going to go ahead and fill this up. And also, these pieces have not been bisqued. This is all still raw clay that's just dried out a bit. Once it's been bisqued, you can't really reclaim it. And so what the water's going to do is it's going to absorb into the clay. The clay is going to soak it all up, and you can tell it's already started getting softer and more malleable. The longer it sits, the softer and loopier it'll get. And then we'll mix it up with a drill and lay it out to dry for a couple of days. And I do try to keep my clays separate. This one's mostly, as you can see, just B-mix. Then we'll check on it in a couple of hours to see how it's doing, see if I need to add more clay or if it looks like it's a good consistency. I have a feeling I'm going to need to add more clay, but we're going to leave it there for now and just let it get kind of goopy. Next, I'm going to be loading a bisque kiln fire, and so I kind of go through the process. Also probably get some throwing done before we're able to go back and check on the reclaim and see if it needs more clay or if it's ready to get mixed. I'm going to be doing a bisque fire. I normally fire to cone 04, and I pretty much do all my clay to cone 04. I feel like that works best for how I want the glazes to take onto the mugs. I'm going to be doing red clay, so eventually this clay is actually going to get fired to a higher temperature than the B-Mix white clay that I normally use. Alrighty. So normally when I do a bisque fire, I would do a preheat, but like I said, we've been having a heat wave, so I'm 99% sure these are dry enough. So I'm going to skip the preheat this time. We don't want cone 5. We want cone 04. I usually do slow bisque and pretty much slow everything. Any firing I do slow. You can do medium to do glaze fires and lusters and stuff like that, but I found that a lot of my glazes prefer to be slow fired and slow cooled, so that's what I'm going to be doing. No hold. And there we go. Okay, so we've got all of the pieces we just threw and stuff drying in the damp box. I sprayed it down a little bit. Hopefully that will keep them dry for at least a day so that I can get to them tomorrow. I am actually going to pull handles today too, because I've been having a problem where my handles aren't drying fast enough after I'm done trimming the mugs, and with the B-Mix it's very important to attach them at the same dryness. So you want your handles to be the same dryness as the cup, otherwise you can have a lot of separation. Like I said, I've been having a lot of cracks and separation with my handles. I'll also pull the handles today, and then hopefully the handles will be ready to attach and the mugs will be ready to trim and stuff all at the same time. So I won't have as much of the cracking issues and hopefully get them attached to the same dryness. So that's what we do next. Okay, so it's about 2-ish hours later. I'm gonna check on it. It looks like we have a little too much water for the amount of clay that we have in there. But that's okay, we can just wait till it settles and siphon it off. But let's check and see how it's doing. Quite a bit softer. Now I'm actually having clumps of clay. So we'll let that soak for another couple of hours and check it again. Probably won't be in this video because this is just for today's vlog, but don't worry, I'll keep you updated on how I go about reclaiming clay. So you can kind of tell it's getting really hot in here, so I'm gonna take a break for today. It's supposed to get like over 100 today, so, and it's over 100 outside right now, and it's getting pretty hot in my studio too. So I'm probably gonna call it there today, and I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't yet and would like to support the videos and would like special perks and updates on what I'm working on in the studio and first access to shop updates and stuff like that, I do have a Patreon which is linked below, so feel free to check that out. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload a video. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Actually, if you don't mind, comment below and let me know if there's any pottery videos in particular that you're interested in seeing, or some technique or something that I do that you're interested in knowing more about. And of course, never forget to make messes, make mistakes, and enjoy that process. Bye guys.